feel, sense, locate the upper back. Hearing the sound of your breath as you do. Did they sound different? Did they sound exactly the same? All right, let's switch the cross of our legs. So we can do some corkscrewing types of actions through the arms, the arm lines. So with the feet active, inhale, draw the arms out to the side. And let's turn the right palm up and turn the left thumb down. And you can really turn. Okay, now I just softly turn my head a little bit toward the palm up side. It's just a little easier on my neck. And reach out through the fingertips. And as you exhale, just kind of let the recoil, the uncoiling, just come back to center. I'll inhale, turn the left palm up, turn the right thumb down. Turn. So trying to move those arm limbs kind of deeply in that coiled up, coil, turn, spiral. And then exhaling and unwinding. Okay, we're going to do a few to each side. So inhale, I turn the right palm up, left thumb down. I'm just moving my head to the right so my neck doesn't get tangled up. It's not that I need to turn or... And the exhale is kind of the uncoiling. Inhale, turn the left palm up. As I turn the right thumb down, that arm bone turns in. Reach out through those left hand fingertips. Just starting to lubricate and decongest that shoulder socket. Exhale, letting them return. Your head return to center. Let's do one more per side. Bring that breath all the way up to the shoulder sockets. Follow it in, escort it in. Make sure you see the breath in. So let's change the cross of our legs. We'll go left leg on the ground, butt on the ground, and I'm stepping the sole of my right foot to the ground. Getting my tangle of straps here. Maybe you have a non-tangle of strap. There we go. I'm just going to throw this big old loop, or whatever shape it's in. I'm just going to put it around my right ankle. Here's the move. Taking that left hand, sticking it through the right leg window. Hello. Flaring, flanging open the hand. Inhale. Growing the low back away from the sacrum, the mid back away from the low back. And now exhale, use those knuckles, draw back on that that, that outer leg as you start to turn to the right. So the pull of the arm helps my whole left arm slide back. If you feel your front of shoulders wanting to hook forward and you feel this teeny tiny dot of strain, that head of shoulder glides back. Now my right hand, I'm going behind the back, picking up the strap. A little 2-for-1 turn. Actively press that right foot into the earth. And release. Let's unwind. We'll switch sides. If it takes you more than a breath or two to switch sides, just keep that Ujjayi breath going. Keep moving with the breath. So we get a sense of these fluctuations of mind, just overriding our connection to our breath, and it doesn't have to just interrupt our connection to our prana, spirit, energy. What thought can have such power? Well, whichever one goes unchecked. So the right hand, kind of put it through the little leg window. Let my hand flange open, inhale. The knuckles draw back against the outer thigh. The elbow draws back. It's almost like I'm lowering myself, chaturanga. The head of the shoulder glides away from the front of my body. And then exhaling. Those belly muscles active, soft, drawing them in. Now that left hand can pick up some strap in the back. Listen to your Ujjayi breath. You hear two breaths, 3 breaths more. The sound of your breath, wherever you're feeling focusing. Now, if you're not focusing, if you're just kind of feel wandering, I recommend steady in, just wherever there's a single sensational area, just kind of sink right in. So you're listening to the voice of your body in that area. Concentration is so important. And then release. Inhaling and unwinding. So once you unwind the legs, let's form a loop that will approximately match the width of your shoulders. A little more visible here. And that strap loop will go around your elbows. So when I create this little containment, the elbow corral, let's see if I can show you this detail. Oop. So I think that's about matching my shoulder width. For maybe I could go a little smaller, but watch the heads of my shoulder. You can see the back of my body. You can see a little bit of the front. There's this, right, I can kind of pluck the heads of my shoulders forward. I guess that's one way. And there's also, I can broaden the shoulder blades. I can let my shoulders get kind of plucked forward. That's one way. And see if you can notice a second way. Broadening the upper back. Now, as soon as I broaden, I start moving my arms against the strap. It becomes a super muscly event. Broaden. And you see how my shoulders, they don't get like drawn, sucked forward. I'll do it one more time. The shoulder blades, when I move them apart. It's a very different spot, I think. I hope you see that. All right. So we're going to try for the ladder. And we'll move onto our hands and knees. So we're just going to do this from hands and knees as if to do turbo dog. Let's just start one thing at a time, Gwen. So now the hands are fixed. Broaden. So my hands are shoulder width. Broaden the upper back. Broaden the shoulder blades. The shoulders can move an astounding amount across the ribs without the hands widening, without the elbows really moving that much. Inhale into your upper back. So we're going to hold steady. This is part of that concentration. Remaining steady in a pose, remaining steady, concentrating or feeling one particular area is fantastic foundation work for everything. Making change, following an emotion to its resolution. You probably are exerting a little pressure against that strap. The elbows are exactly and directly under the shoulders. The heads of my shoulders, again, just to reiterate, they're not getting plucked or drawn or sucked forward. They're actually quite connected to my shoulder blade, and I'm creating the broadness through the shoulder blade, specifically the top edge of my shoulder blade. Maintain, sustain it, and take 2, 3 more deep breaths. There you go. Yes. I know it's dark times at this hour of the day, but From what I can see, I think we're in a good spot. And release. I hope that helps. I hope that helps clarify. All right, let's grab our blanket. Give it a couple inch altitude. And now without the loop, I'm going to create the exact same shoulder scenario. I'm maintaining elbows under shoulders and broadening shoulder blades apart from each other. And then exhale, press the knees off the ground. Elbows remain same setup spot, same location. Relaxing the neck. So consider that your downward dog is the working part of this. Maybe not so much squeezing the elbows in, but broadening the shoulder blades out. Find out if that makes a difference in how you move and feel your shoulders. Those upper trapezius. So that's option one. Option two, everything maintains, and we'll inhale the right leg up in turbo dog. The elbows don't move. The broadening of the upper blade area, then just collapse in like a sinkhole. And we'll set the right foot down. We'll trade sides. And set the left foot down. And bring the knees down. All right. Lie on your back. And let's grab a block. We're going to do unusual abs. Statistically non-normative abs. So there's all sorts of little ways we can elicit these kind of the involvement of our abdominal structures and muscles and things. We'll use a block. We'll be transferring the block from leg to leg. I'll start with the block on my right thigh, and my left hand will hold it there. We'll start with the head on the ground, the feet off the ground. Inhale into the low belly and the low back. Now keeping that left shoulder down away from the neck, and give a little palm push. Left palm pushes block into right thigh. And now exhale, send that left leg way, way out. The palm push, the leg reach, pull low belly down. Inhale, bend the left knee. Transfer the block. The right hand holds it to the left thigh. Press it. Exhale. Reach the right leg out. Draw the low belly down. Inhale, bend the right knee. Transfer. Left palm push. The shoulders very nice. The shoulders are getting plucked forward. Just glide it back. Exhale, left leg reaches out. Pull low belly down. Inhale, bend left knee. Transfer. Block to left thigh. Right palm, push and push. Feel the top rim of your sacrum go toward the ground. Then exhale, reach that right leg out. The press, it's almost like you're helping lift that left thigh to the sky. Pull the belly down. Inhale, bend right knee. Transfer. Left hand, press, block into right thigh. And almost like you're pressing and lifting the right thigh up. Exhale, send the left leg out. So all the leg particles are getting kind of lifted away from the ground. Pull low belly down. Inhale, bend left knee, transfer, right hand, block, left leg. Give it a press first. Exhale, the block escorts the left leg up, the right leg reaches up, pull low belly down. Inhale, bend the right knee. I want to watch you do 2 more on each side. I hope this is getting warm for you. It's not the number, it's the feeling. And in the feeling, there is the breath and the sound. Where the breath and the sound is, you'll hear and you'll feel the voice. Sustain, sustain. Let that concentration grow. You can explore the feeling. It's not just finding the feeling like, tag, I got you, but it's exploring the sensation. I find you, I feel you, I'm still feeling, I'm still sensing, I'm still here, I'm not going away, I'm not flinching. What else do you do? The block pressure, you can feel how you can nudge that thigh upward. It's the intimating upward. You'll feel the whole pelvis, the whole abdominal pelvic carriage. You'll feel all of that shift and engage differently. When I draw the belly, it's not just tag, I got the belly. It's I draw in, I feel, I can remain here. I'm unafraid to remain here. I am courageous enough to feel what's here. I'm interested to sense. I'm not flinching. I will sense. I will be here. I will know. And I think that's 2 aside. So when you're done, you're done. Just 2. If you lost count that well, great. It's like we're going on a little more than those. All right. So block goes away. Find that strap again. do my best to explain this while we're lying down. Loop your right foot. So that's the right foot stepping into the loop like a stirrup. And I've got the leg, the right leg, in the loop, facing the sky, vertical. My right hand holds the loop. My left leg on the ground. I'm straightening my left leg along the ground. My left hand is physically atop my left hip, holding it down. We're going to move this right leg to the side in like a half of a straddle. Again, the left leg's on the ground. My right hand, strap, is easing my right leg to the right. Half straddle. So I'm supporting my foot. Letting it open, letting it ease to the right. Stretch, strong reach to that left leg that's on the ground. Keep left butt cheek on the ground. Deep breath into the low back and the hips. And inhale, bring that right leg back up to vertical. We'll switch sides. So left foot steps into the loop like a stirrup. Left hand holds the strap. Right leg straightens along the ground. Right hand strongly and physically holds that right hip down. And ease the left leg to the left, like half of a straddle. The right toes oriented toward the sky. And to release, use the strap, help the leg back up to vertical, remove the strap. And now, straddle, lifting through. Now we will bring the hands behind the head, the legs up, separating them widely. Inhale, the head and the shoulder blades off the ground. Exhale, reaching out through each of the legs. Pull low belly down. And let's keep going. Inhale. And with the exhale, the legs reach, drawing the low belly in and down. All right, continue. I'll have you just count the next 6 on your own. listening to the sound of your breath as you're focusing in your body, which possibly be the pelvis or the groin or the abdomen. And when you are entirely through, just simply lie head down, use hands, help legs together, and place the feet down. All right, let's do another. You've got that big loop of strap next to you. And for this one, it really does have to be a loop or something that can kind of remain fixed. So again, I'll do my best to describe it while you're lying down. Ooh. Come on now. All right. So let's say I put my entire left leg through the loop, and my right foot will step onto the loop like a stirrup. Okay. So my left leg vertical toward the sky, my hands holding the leg. I have this loop of strap. It's very high up on my thigh bone, like hip crease. Just making sure that it doesn't kind of cut in anywhere too tender. And my sole of right foot is pressing on the loop of the strap. So it's actually pulling, moving my thigh bone, my left thigh bone. So if you imagine just holding your left leg in a fold, this is a little jazzed up. I'll just say it all over again. My left leg is vertical in the air. My hands are holding it. The loop encircles my left hip crease area. And my right foot is pressing on the loop of the strap. So there's a little shift of my bone, my thigh bone, as I'm folding. Okay, I'm going to keep this foot pressure acting on my left thigh bone as I turn onto the right side. Left arm outstretches onto the ground or hovering around the ground. And release. Come back to center. So now my entire right leg will go through the loop. My left foot will step on the loop like a stirrup. And this pressure kind of nudges my bone. So here we are, we're holding the right leg as if, a lying right leg stretch. I'm just holding my leg really steady, using the foot pressure. Breathing into the backside. I'm going to start to take this right leg to the left side of the body. So a lying spinal twist. Still holding that leg with my left hand. Right arm reaches to the right. And we'll release. All right, let's disentangle enough loop and turn onto a side. We'll press up. From wide stance, we're going to start a walk out into splits. Oh, hips, it's just the beginning. I like to walk out, keeping the soles of feet on the ground. If you've had some ankle sprains or ligament remodeling, it might be a shorter, you might just have to work kind of isometrically holding, keeping the ankle gathered, structured. Letting the breath reach all the way down to the pelvis. And heel toe, feet together. I think we're ready to take these things for a spin. We're going to work downward dog on the wall. So downward dog on the wall, and then we'll raise, or reach rather, a leg away from the wall at a time. Let's go for about 4 breaths per side, plus all of those little setup breaths that we pause and steady ourselves for. Okay, just a light talk through, because I think you all know the gettings in and the gettings out. So we take that downward dog, where we're moving the tops of the shoulder blades broadly apart. And then stepping the feet hip height. And then raising or reaching one leg away from the wall, about 4 breaths. We did those abdominals. We pushed the block against the thigh and reached those legs out. Very same dynamic. The pelvis is getting kind of energetically like move to the sky. Make sure they switch sides after about 4 breaths. Whatever legs on the wall, just maybe you can imagine how you would have pressed a block against that thigh and felt the pelvis do that little shift in the tailbone to the sky as you reach that leg out. So it's going to help preserve the integrity of the low back. And then, of course, just step down when we need down. We're going to do some strong moves today. The strong moves are preparatory. And we'll keep dosing in these prep moves to get us into some handstand things. So once we're back in a working spot, we'll go into Warrior 2, our right leg forward, our right leg bent. We'll do some hand exercises. Just make sure everything's really warm. Everything's getting touched. So palm faces away from navel. And lightly draw back the littlest finger, inhaling ribs into arm bones. And exhaling, opening up the palm, spreading the hand bones, reaching the thumb vibrantly out. Switching to the ring finger, inhale. And the middle finger. And the index. This rain is incredible over my head. I'm being completely surrounded by rain sounds. And the thumb. And then inhale, place the left hand down on the leg, the right arm, reach it up. Reverse warrior. Exhale. Keep opening up that right hand, spreading that right shoulder blade, the top of it, away from the spine, reaching. And feel for that rinse of breath through the armpit, down the ribs, into the waist, into that right hip. It's okay if the leg gets a little warm. Very cleansing. Inhale, take the right hand to the right thigh. Place the left hand on the ground. Same principle of arcing, same direction of arc. Inhale. As I'm exhaling, right hand nudge, and the right side of ribs arcs away from the right thigh. So same reverse warrior, just different torsos in a different spot. Release. Inhale, walk the hands toward your right foot. Exhale, step that right foot back and lower. Moving the heads of the shoulders away from the ground. The knuckles are magnetically pulling the earth to your chest. Cobra. I make my hands magnets. So as I'm inhaling, I'm pulling the earth behind my armpits. Plays differently on the shoulders. Exhale. Lower, downward dog. Let the ground help you form that nice wrap hollow position. So you can press back. Wrapping the shoulders, broadening the upper parts of the shoulder blades. Warrior two. Inhale the left foot forward. Left palm faces away from your navel. Lightly draw the little finger back. Inhale. Ribs into the arms. Exhale. Spread open the heel of the palm. Feel the bones in your hand moving. Feel like your hand is getting larger. Reach out through the thumb. We'll move to the ring finger. So it takes a little bit of that kind of perseverance to not let the hand collapse. So sustain, sustain, stay in with body, stay in with body, stay in, stay with body. Middle finger. It's really common for the hand to just go limp, almost like it's open, open. Just an anti-habituate action, that's all. Just interrupting habits so we can notice what it is we do. These habits, they filter our perception, don't they? The thumb. Okay. Do you have a memory of the quality of your breath going through that left hand? Reverse warrior. Inhale, bring that left hand up to the sky, the right hand to the thigh. Exhale. Okay, now listen to the quality of your breath as you're feeling, sensing in your left lung, with your left lung, in your left ribs, with your left ribs. Does the breath sound sonorous? Does it sound squealing? Like if it could make a voice or a sound, how would that, like you can hear it with your internal ear, your mind's ear. You can hear it in your mind's voice. It's not that, right? If we were producing a sound with this breath, we have a pretty good anticipatory sense how that would sound in a room. Would it sound like wailing and aching? Would it sound like a big resonant sigh? Would it sound like exhilaration? Inhale, bring that left hand up, over, placing that left palm on the thigh, the right hand on the ground. And release. Inhale, walk the hands toward your left foot. Exhaling, chaturanga. Pull the earth toward your armpits. Inhale, cobra. And exhale, lower hands under chest, downward dog. Broadening the tops of the shoulder blades. Relaxing the neck. All right. Gently set your knees down. And let's talk about our setup. So maybe you're on a surface that you can slide some things on, like a smooth, hard surface. So blanket, or sock or shirt or whatever you can get to slide and glide. Now, if you're on a carpet surface, I can describe another way. Just wave your hand if you're on a carpet, something that's, okay, I'll describe another way. So when I'm on a tacky surface, a couple of things. Sometimes I can find like a bag or a paper plate or a piece of cardboard, or sometimes that will work. And then the other option is more strategic than material, which is I'll just be on the carpet surface and do a multitude of isometrics at different angles. So I'll produce an effort at an angle on my tacky surface, and then I'll change my angle, and then I'll do another effort, and then I'll walk my shape in or change the shape, and I'll do another effort. So there's lots of ways about this. Okay. So we're going to do some piking. So the hands are stable and the feet will move toward the hands. Let's first review not the how to do it, but the things to not do, because it's going to happen and it's what happens. So when we're piking, I'll use my hands as a model. My legs remain straight. And by leg, I mean knee. So this is a straight leg moving. This is not a straight leg moving. Everyone wants to bend the knees. Everyone wants to suck the knees close to the arm. That's not the move. Forget about that one. It's going to be straight leg moving toward wrist, straight leg moving back, straight legs, straight legs, straight legs, straight knees, straight legs, straight knees, straight knees, straight knees, not bent. Okay. That we're clear. I put my hands on the edge of the surface, and with my once I draw them to that topmost place, just where I start to encounter that initial resistance, I want you to pause, sustain, breathe. Once, twice, 3 times a pike. Then straight legs ease back. The other thing worth mentioning is momentum. 0 momentum. It's not hopscotch. We're not hop piking. We're not trying to swing, jump. It is absolutely controlled, controlled, controlled. Let me show you with a carpet. If I had a carpet, I do. How would I do that with a carpet or a tacky surface? I would get one position with my toe pads under, and I would push and pull. My hands push, my toes pull toward my wrist. And then I would choose another position, and I would do that piking, creasing, and then I would choose another position. So I'd choose maybe 3 positions where my feet are stationary, and I'm compressing the air between. So you're getting set up, great. Do 1 repetition, go to the very top. That's the place we most want to eject and get out of. Pause, sustain, take 1 breath. Stay, sustain, keep pulling the toes toward the wrist, take 2 breaths. Wrapping the shoulders, sustaining, pulling. There's a little more weight going into the palms. Take 3 breaths. Straight legs pike out. Take a rest. However you want to rest is fine. If you want to just exit altogether, perfectly fine. And do more than one round, so just to, we're in a little bit of a freestyle time. So I'll just talk through another. You rest till you need, you work when you're ready. Straight legs, no momentum, piking, relaxing the head down. You don't have to look between your thumbs. One breath, sustain, pike, pull. 2 breath. Three breath. Unpike. Take a rest. Yeah. This is sustaining, isn't it? Okay. Take a rest. We'll do it a third time. We have plenty of time, so please don't rush. I just want to be able to watch you. No momentum. It's not a race car. A rally. Yep, sustain, sustain. So 90 to 99% of the weight is on your palms. If it's less than that, keep pulling, keep pulling. Get those hips even higher. There's a good chance if there's a lot of weight still in your feet, less than 90%, your hands are probably in the middle of your mat instead of the edge of your mat. And your toes just ran out of sliding room. There you go. So I hope you can kind of feel the merge of the why of these abdominals, the way that we're doing the pelvis and the abdomen the way we are, and how it fits into this. Piking, handstanding. There you go. Nice, nice. Sustain, sustain, good. Relax the neck. Sustain, wrapping the shoulders, good. You're way up onto the tippy toes. You're almost feeling floaty. Good. After you've done 3, take a somewhat larger rest. So if you are kicking up into handstand, the handstand is just a drive-by. It's just a starting spot. And we'll straddle the legs and work the pike coming down. So same-ish principles. There's a lot of overlap. I'm pulling the thighs and the toes toward my wrist. I'll show you that in a moment. If you're not kicking up into handstand, I'll have something else for you. So let me show you the piking down first. So if you are kicking up and you have the enough room on your wall, you're just practicing kind of magnetically drawing the thighs to the arms, the toes to the wrists. Now, if you're not kicking up in the handstand, doesn't matter why, but there's another way. I want to emphasize this isn't just like a roly-poly. You're working the straight leg move that you just did. So I would lie, place the palms on the wall, straddle legs, and then work the pull. Get it from that hip crease. In that no momentum way. So I'm really trying to pull, not like roll, bowling ball, you know. I'm not trying to toss my body backward like a somersault, but trying to draw, fold, and then getting the toes maybe to touch the wrist, sustain, and then unroll. Okay, so you've got two options. Kick up handstand, straddle, pike down. Do it once or maybe twice. That's probably good. If you're not kicking up handstand, lie on your back, hands on the wall, just like you were doing a handstand. Straddle the legs, and stripping all the momentum out of it, draw the thighs toward your ribs. And then slow, draw the toes toward your wrists. And if you feel the momentum kicking in, it's just really great to notice. So have at it. We'll just do this one more thing regarding inversion stuff. Woo! I like to straighten my arms pretty well on the wall. So, yep, I just straighten the arms, just like a handstand. Pardon me. Lean back, wall. There you go. And I get it. It's that we pull. We think, oh, there's no more. It's stuck. It just can't go any further. And that's really a great place to sustain because it's usually right where. So perfect. Well, all right. If you're lying, just stay lying. And wherever you'll be taking your rest, we'll cross the right ankle over the left thigh, like a figure four. And when we interlace the hands round the left leg, get an interlace so that you're not grasping, but you're kind of stickying your inner fingers together so that you could actually do a little tractioning through the wrists. The way that you're holding will serve to open and soften the wrists. So as I'm pulling my arm bones, my forearm bones, away from my hand bones, letting that energy run through the hands instead of get dammed up and squirting out the wrist joints and the finger joints. And when we release, other side, left ankle over right thigh. When you interlace the hands around the right leg, change the interlacing. And just let the inner fingers kind of sticky to each other. So it's just the friction. Holding the fingers together. This way we can pull and release through the wrist. Release. Shavasana. Simple as that. And let your inner voice simply congratulate you for showing up on the mat. It's a simple move. It's a powerful move. And it helps to depose the critic. There's usually a little critic's voice I'm sure we all have or have had. Sometimes the critic voice just likes to go on and on about the poses that we couldn't do, or and we're just going to put that one to the side. Thank you very much. And just let the congratulatory voice enter. It's amazing to be in a process. Not everyone gets to enjoy the rigor of entering a regular occurrence to be in a process. It takes many, many returns to engage a process. So congratulations. And when you're ready, bend knees. Turn to a side. Use both hands on that side. Press to seated. Namaste.